Dear finance professionals and students, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing chartered accountant. Daily news and updates for 2nd December 2024. This year's Black Friday weekend sales saw record business due to heavy discounts and marketing efforts. Retailers and brands achieved 70 to 80% of their sales compared to Republic and Independence Day sales. Top brands offered substantial discounts. Despite a cyclone impacting sales in some regions, there was significant year-on-year growth in stores. SEBI has proposed regulation of internet firms to check the spread of misinformation about financial products on social media platforms. Companies fearing over-regulations are seeing red. In the draft proposal, SEBI also said that social media and other internet platforms should, to the satisfaction of the market regulator, have the policy to share securities market-related information and data with it whenever it is sought. Section 194N of the Income Tax Act 1961 casts a liability on every bank, cooperative bank or post office to deduct tax at source from any sum paid in cash from one or more accounts maintained by the recipient if cash is withdrawn above the threshold limit from any bank account. The tax is required to be deducted at the rate of 2% if the cash withdrawal exceeds Rs 1 crore during the previous year. To exempt from the provisions of Section 194N, the Central Board of Direct Taxes or CBDT has issued a notification specifying that the provisions of Section 194N shall not apply to foreign representations duly approved by the Ministry of External Affairs of the Government of India, including diplomatic missions, agencies of the United Nations, international organizations, consulates, and Office of Honorary Consuls, which are exempt from paying taxes in India. The notification shall be deemed to have come into force with effect from 1st day of December 2024. SEBI has allowed NSE and BSE to act as an alternative trading venue at the time of outage on either exchange. Both exchanges will have to prepare a joint standard operating procedure that would include a plan to be invoked at the time of outage on one exchange and submit it to SEBI within 60 days from the date of the circular. Further, standard operating procedures must cover changes, if any, in the systems of stockbrokers and clearing corporations to implement the measures. The due date for furnishing the return of income under Section 139(1) of the Income Tax Act 1961 in the case of an assessee who is required to furnish a report referred to in Section 92E is the 30th day of November of the assessment year, that is 30th November 2024 for the assessment year 2024-25. As per Circular Number 18/2024 issued on November 30th, 2024, the deadline for filing ITRs under Section 139(1) has been extended from November 30th, 2024 to December 15th, 2024. The extension applies to taxpayers required to furnish a report under Section 92E of the Income Tax Act 1961, which primarily deals with transfer pricing. This decision comes in response to demands from taxpayers and professionals for additional time to comply with the reporting requirements. This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share